So here we have branch spreaders, branch benders, and a piece of wire. It's for bonsai training trees. But the three of these are so indispensable for helping train your trees to get the proper shape. And I think each one of them really has pros and cons on how to use them. This is the branch bender. So you hook it on the main trunk of the tree and you bend your branch down on this side and hook it on, and what it does is it just sits there and it pushes the branch down so it's not up at so much of a 45-degree angle. And then these branch benders, you can get different sizes, like a little bit smaller. They come in all different sizes. These will actually, when you hook them on the branch, you actually bend the branch down. And it's probably easier just to show you. I put a few in action here. And like I said, I think some are far more flexible than the others, but they all have their place. So I put some on a tree over here just so we could take a look. Okay, so imagine this branch, if it were too coming up at too high of an angle and we wanted to lay it down a little more. This is how you hook it up, right? So you hook it on the main branch here, and then you can push this branch down, and then this cleat right here is going to hold that branch right where you want it. Okay, so that helps train your branches to grow more spread out instead of straight up, like more of, say, at a 45. I think the drawback to it is, and you can get different lengths. This is fairly short. You can get them that that are substantially longer than this, so you'll get a further reach out on the branch and even push more of it down. But the problem is, I think with these, they do a good job at pushing the branch out and spreading it, but you'll notice that when you push the branch down, soon after, like if it was a short branch, as soon as you push it down, it's just going to start growing up. And then so you get these branches that are pushed down, they kind of go flattish, and then the tips start growing up. So they're somewhat limited on being able to control that. Here is a case of a branch bender put on, okay, and you can see the effect that it has, right? So if we took that off, this branch would be going like this, right? So the branch bender, we put it on there, the bend W part goes on the side you want it to bend. So if we want it to bend down, you put it in there, right? So you put this over the branch, you feed this under the branch, and then you kind of have to bend this branch in and under it to hook it in. So it does a similar, they accomplish similar things in that they get the branch to lay down, right? So now you can see this branch is nice and horizontal. It's going to do the same thing though. So you bend it, and it's just going to now start curving upward. And so that may not, you may want it to continue flatter for a little while. But the cool thing is with these, you can daisy chain these one after another as long as you need to go, right? You don't have to just use one. In fact, heck, I've had branches where I've had like 3 or 4 of these on it. You know, have one here and then got another one, just to keep the branch going in the direction that I wanted without starting to curve. So they're kind of handy. I think these are probably more universal than, say, just this. I mean, this just bends the branch, and that's all. There's not a lot else you can do, but this bends the branch, but you can use multiple of them, right? So you got that going for you. But then you come to wire. Okay, so, and this stuff you can just buy it on say Amazon. I did a quick wrap job here just to show. I would never like leave a big piece sticking out here. So this is aluminum. They call it bonsai wire, but you know, it's just aluminum wire. And they have it in different thicknesses. Like, you know, you get 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, three. I think this is 3 millimeter, which is, it's actually pretty stout. But the cool thing about this is, so you can just wrap one around the trunk, right? And then bring it down the branch and kind of circle it every now and then, right, till you get to the tip. And then you could, at that point, cut it if you wanted to. But the neat thing about that is now all you have to do whatever you wanted to, like if I wanted this branch to be lower, I could just bend it, you know. Now it's like much lower. If I wanted to like bend it and make it grow over that way, I just bend it and make it go that way, right? So it's very cool in the sense that you have total control on what that branch is going to do. You're not just making a little bend here and another bend, or just like pushing it down. You have total control. I mean, I could make this branch grow like a spiral. I could make it grow out and then go, you know, a 90-degree the other direction. You could do all kinds of crazy things. And the wire's cheap. You know, I think I bought this on Amazon. Like I said, you have to buy it. You have to tell them the size, like 1, 2, 3, 4 millimeter. I believe this is 3 millimeter. It's pretty thick. It's pretty hard to bend. But you know, if you're going to try to bend some more sizable branches like this, you'd probably want to go with like a 4 millimeter. At that point, some of these branches are getting too big to start training. Things are always best trained when they're smaller, you know. But if you had to, you certainly could get some 4 millimeter. And sometimes if you like 4 millimeter is not quite enough, you can bend a 4 millimeter piece in half and make an 8 millimeter out of it, and that'll certainly bend that thick branch like any way you want it to go. So it's really neat. I mean, there have been times like this is a Coleodom Grice that well, here's a case where I've got one, two of them on right there, the benders, the branch benders. I've got one here, I've got one here, and I've got one here and one here. And the problem is, so this Coleodom Grice is growing very wide this way, and I've got a fence, and I've got a grape trellis right here. And what I'm trying to do is train these branches. So I'm having this branch bend out and go out that way in the yard. I'm having this branch go more out that way in the yard. I'm having this branch right here come more towards us this way. And then this last branch is being trained to go that way, but not towards that post. I'm making it kind of zigzag around the edge. And with those, with the bendy clips, with enough of them, you can certainly accomplish directing the branches the way that you want them to go. But having said that, I think this would have been accomplished a lot easier had I had the like aluminum wire beforehand. It doesn't even have to be aluminum. I'm sure like big, thick, heavy duty copper wire, anything that's not going to rust in the outdoors, you know. Copper will probably just tarnish it at worst, but it's probably fine, I would think. But the aluminum wire, I think, is so crazy flexible in the sense of its uses. Like I said, you can use it to spread your branch down. You can use it to bend your branch, and you can use it to shape it like any direction you want that branch to grow, and that wire is going to hold it in place. So I just love that idea. But you know, at times I do find, and I've got these all over my trees, like it's so easy and quick to just pop one of these on. Just go pop, pop, and now you got your branch spread. Like, it's kind of a quick solution. So I don't know. I think I'll probably always still find a need for these, and of course these. But I don't know. I'm kind of thrilled about the use of the wire. It's really cool. Hi, Bubby. He likes them too. All right. Let me know if any of you happen to find the wire helpful for training your figs versus the others. I'm kind of excited about the use of it. So if you find these videos helpful, please give a thumbs up, subscribe. I appreciate it. Have a great day.